I'm super excited as I just received another email from VIN, Volunteers Initiative of Nepal. And essentially, they have written back in regards to officially finding where I'm going to be staying and the actual monastery that I will be at. So they first said, I hope this email finds you well. We are thrilled to welcome you to your upcoming volunteering program at VIN Nepal. I have attached the pre departure information pack here, including your work plan and placement details, monastery profile, past volunteers report, and teaching guidelines for you to review. Regarding documentary making, you can also make the documentary video. However, you need to get consent again before you start filming because there might be some restricted areas in the monastery. So I will kindly and respectfully ask every single time I'm going to pull out the camera. But yeah, once again, I got confirmation that the documentary will be able to be filmed. The principal will tell you about the restricted area. You can also film in the classroom with the monks. You can interview them and so on. Can we schedule? And then we got to schedule time for what's on WhatsApp on Thursday, December 14th at 11 a.m. Nepali time, which actually is 13 hours ahead. So that would be 11:15 p.m. Here, our time, Central Time. So that'll be awesome. I'll be staying up a little bit later than I'm used to nowadays. But yeah, we'll get to be able to meet and connect and talk through the remainder of the details. But as far as where I'm staying, this is it right here. So get ready. Um, it apparently I looked into it a little bit further. It is one of the largest monasteries in the region. It looks absolutely huge and just beyond incredible. And this is going to be what the classrooms are going to look like. This is where I'm going to be located. And then also outside of the VIN hostel, the last video I showed you was where I'd be staying for the hostel for doing the orientation, which will be a few days. And then after that orientation, I will then be dropped off at this monastery right here. So it's it is just absolutely surreal to be able to see all this come together. Um, to see the place that I'll actually be staying and how it's a palace. Like it is absolutely gorgeous. And I am blown away. And I cannot be any more excited to embark on this journey. Look at this garden and just everything they have, the inside. Um, all of this. This is gonna be my bedroom. These are the facilities that we'll get to shower and stay. So bedrooms and Wi-Fi. I have Wi-Fi actually, which is crazy. There is Wi-Fi in many parts of the monastery, which you would never really suspect or think, but apparently. But the problem is to find the password. Okay, well I should be able to track that down, or get a SIM card. You can try to use the QR code. But yeah, Wi-Fi in the building. Of your room in the cafeteria and also near the temple. So there we go. Once again, this is the food that they will be serving at the monastery. It has everything broken down, breakfast times, and it actually gave I was reading a little bit earlier, gave a prompt statement about it is 7 a.m. sharp. Like you do not miss, you do not go beyond that. And yeah, you're just here. You're either here or you don't eat. So I will be sure to be up and at them and ready to go. And I'll actually be teaching possibly even before that because I think we'll see what the the class schedules look like. No, never mind. That's incorrect. But 10:05. So I have number of classes starting right off here. So 21 students, grade two, 7 students, grade five, 8 students, and 6 students. So it'll be a long day. I don't know if I'm going to be teaching each of these, all of them, one of them, two of them. It'll be interesting to be able to see what that looks like. So your students average age 5 to 82. So the monk monasteries are aged 5 to 82. But your students will be mostly be 17 to 25 years old. So some older students. That's awesome. Some monks are excited to learn English. Others are really shy, especially adults who are ashamed to talk. There are 7 to 10 children per class. Okay. Yeah, just seeing the classroom setting, headway English books, 6. So all of this, yeah, teaching English to the monks. Here's another, I guess, other foods. options, items. There was something in here actually in regards of a cafeteria that they have as well. What you will eat, breakfast, lunch, and then you can buy drinks, food, or you can just have a nice atmosphere to work. Here are approximately the prices for food there as well. There's also a cafeteria. So tea, 30 NPR, 30 Napoleon rupees, Nepal rupees, coffee, 100 rupees, eggs, 25, breakfast, egg potatoes, 100. So yeah, and drinking water, 150 NPR for 8 bottles of water. That seems really good, actually, if you're getting 8 bottles. So I shouldn't go thirsty. And there is no drinking water, actually. So water is not able to be consumed. So we'll need to load up on as much water as possible and have that ready. And then also they sent a lot of these other things that I need to review and look at and just kind of prepare myself as much as possible when it comes to teaching right here, when it comes to actually doing the teaching, as we were talking about earlier, teaching English at the Buddhist monastery, and the requirements. And I'll have to brush up and learn quite a bit of stuff myself in the monastery in the northeast part of Kathmandu. It's approximately 45 to 60 minutes from the mall. Apparently, you can take the local bus. Look at this. Name of volunteer, Brian. All right. There it is. I'm written right into the teacher plan and everything. So this is, man, it's getting real. Starting January 2nd. Wow. So I fly in. Well, I leave December 30th, fly in actually December 31st, and then I do my orientation for a few days. And then from there, yeah, VIN, oh, right here, we'll conduct an induction for 2 to 3 days at the VIN office, which is what I showed you earlier, which also still looks really incredibly beautiful for where we'll be staying. And then you will be placed in your placement, which is right here. Once again, I mean, I am blown away. This is going to be so incredible to be able to walk around here, to have an entire month to just be able to interview, talk to, teach, learn everything I can about, just living the life of a Buddhist monk and what that entails, the meditations, and really, yeah, I mean, if anybody could think of a more peaceful place to be or go, or when it comes to documentary of finding peace, um, I don't know. This was what came up first in my brain when it came to creating the documentary, and just the very first place I wanted to experience and just be able to have those interviews and to have this all set up and to have now officially approval. Once again, they reconfirmed being able to film at the monastery, so it's coming together. And I just booked my flights. I just booked the flights. I just purchased the remainder of what it costs to go volunteer. It is actually a paid volunteered position. So you are paying, but the payment includes 3 meals. You get your 3 meals, your tea, you get the bedding, all that stuff provided. And all of the money literally goes back into helping the monastery, helping the teachers, and helping just the Nepal region. And puts it, all the money goes right back into Nepal. And that's the coolest part about this is, and for what you pay, you're never going to get a trip or an experience such as this for the price that you pay. I mean, the flight was the most expensive. I did end up paying 1,800 in total, but that was with travel insurance, flight insurance, like all the insurances. I just clicked yes because, like I said, this is going to be the furthest trip I've ever taken. Um, and it's going to be the longest I've ever been gone. So I really wanted to make sure that I was covered. It was 1,300 originally, actually. And then with all the insurance and everything else, and the tax title license fees, all that fun stuff that they had on at the end, made it a grand total of the 1,800. So, and we'll go through pricing and different things like that if anybody has any questions, or kind of talk through, yeah, just the different things to consider when you're about to do this. I just got the vaccinations actually yesterday as well. So I have both my arms shot up. I still have the Band-Aids in each arm, 3 shots, and then a set of pills that I need to take actually. And the pills are good for up to, once you complete the four times every other day, an hour before you eat or 2 hours after you eat. I got to take these pills. And it's supposed to cover you for 5 years. So I was like, all right, I'll be traveling quite a bit more in the meantime. So that was good as well. But yeah, getting back to this is the schedule. This is the layout. Everything I'm going to be preparing for. And then I need to put together my class schedule and basically be able to create an entire syllabus for the students for 3 weeks of my time that I'm going to be there. So I am super pumped, super excited, and I can't wait to be able to bring you uh, the actual film from what we're shooting over there. Be able to share this experience every step of the way when it comes to exploring and finding peace, and just being able to put yourself out there and um, try to be able to help others all you can, and continue to just be able to just live that lifestyle of being able to serve others and be able to find new experiences and ways to be able to do that, and just be able to give back, and internally just be able to continue to explore that entire reason of why we're doing this is finding peace, whether it's internally, whether it's globally, whether it's wherever that is. What are these practices, what are these ways that we can all just turn to and just have, and be able to use every day. So, all right, I look forward to doing this trip with you all and bringing you some new and exciting stuff as it comes along the way. Thanks.